I witnessed this girl earlier this week approach a man with the most confidence I have ever seen. She went up to him and she said, "Hey, I need to know your name, and I think that you think you need to know my name too." They hit it off, they exchanged numbers. It worked beautifully, and I was honestly like, that's confidence goals right there. And I'm just gonna like put that little pickup line in my back pocket for later.
I always say a woman's success rate with approaching a man, as long as he's single, 99%. She is going to get his name and number. But a man's experience is very different. He unfortunately will be rejected most of the time. And on top of that, unfortunately, rejection nowadays can be somewhat brutal, especially if she ends up labeling him a creep. So think about it. If a woman is the deciding factor on a successful approach, why don't women do it more?
Hey, welcome back to the channel, all my seasoned subscribers. And shout out to all my new subscribers. And shout out to anybody who's just stopping by for the first time. Y'all heard the first clip. Are women nowadays waking up and realizing that, we may have dropped the ball with these guys? Now, they have to step up to the plate and approach us instead of what has always been known all throughout humanity. But is it a little too late? Check out the rest of the videos. I'll be back in between to give y'all a couple of commentaries, but I hope y'all enjoy it, man. This world is shifting.
I'm usually the only girl in my friend groups that likes approaching guys first, likes making the first move, and I actually think that it complements my personality to do this because I don't like just sitting down and like, you know, like it's just not my vibe. I don't care if that's your thing and that's your vibe, but I think that the more you understand also how attractive making that first move makes you in a guy's mind, like, and that confidence will literally transform you into a 9. If you can walk up to him, compliment him, and have a conversation with him, these things are insanely powerful. And now, not only is he comfortable and his guard is down, but he knows that you're interested, okay? And
a lot of dating coaches would sit here and fool you to believe that if you approach a man as a woman, that you are masculine. Of course, you will be deemed as masculine if you are trying to approach a man in the same way that he's approaching you. There's multiple ways, but the real main 2 ways that I've learned from my old teacher, Tariq Nasheed, back in his MEC lessons days, there's a hard choose and a soft choose. Ladies, if you ever caught yourself looking at a man in a flirtatious way and he comes to you, that's a soft choose. That's deemed as a soft choose. If you order a man a drink or you just come up to him and, you know, make small talk, that's considered a hard choose because it's a little bit more forward.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys and tell you how I approach guys. And this is not a tutorial. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, do this. This is how you should approach someone, because you should approach anyone in whatever way that makes you feel comfortable. But personally, I just come up to them and be like, hey, I think you're really cute. And I know it takes fucking balls to do this, but at this point, I'm like, fuck it. Women, we have the power to choose. If they don't want to be chosen, okay, on to the next. There's so many fucking fish in the sea. I know that sounds corny, but it's true. Also,
You see, a lot of us guys once operated this way. There's a lot of fish in the sea. We just gonna shoot our shot. We don't care. We basically harden ourselves to rejections, right? But in doing that, there came a time where there were these movements that made men look like creeps for stepping up to the plate. So what did we do? We withdrew ourselves. We started to focus more on building ourselves up to the point where when she looks at you or she looks at us, she's like, damn, let me shoot my shot. I believe this is the stage of that. Let's continue.
Got you around.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. What's your name?
Kiwi.
Oh, where you from?
Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I just so happen to. Well, you live there?
Yeah. I just thought you was cute.
I appreciate the rose, though. How can I get in contact with you like after this right here?
Here's your phone.
Of course. When you going back home?
Probably Saturday. I'm gonna see you.
Huh. This may garner better results if women do decide to keep up this new trend of approaching first. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, our hands are tied. Ain't much we can do. We can just sit back and hope it works out the way they think it will.
Ladies, I hate to tell you this, there's really only two options when it comes to approaching a man in public if you've decided you have the confidence. Number one is if you're feeling good about yourself, confident in the way you look, you just go up to the man very simply, quietly, just give him your phone, okay? 9 times out of 10, the guy's just gonna put his number in. Now, if you're not feeling as good about your looks and like your outfit that night, what you do is you walk up to the guy, you stare for 2 seconds, and you turn your ass around because that shit is scary.
Yeah, what he's saying is right. But ladies, make sure you give him a couple of eye contacts and make sure that he's feeling you well enough for you to step up and just hand over your phone.
This is how to approach a guy. I'm going to do both nighttime and daytime examples. Like I said in a previous video, for a long time I did not know how to do this, and I was like, I am never approaching a guy first. I was scared. But as you practice and as you get rejected a couple of times, the rejections are awkward, but it's such a good story for your friends. Don't you want to have a good story for your friends? My go-to is just, hey, what's your name? With a little up-down look. You could also say, hey, what are you drinking? Up-down look. You could also say, oh, I like this one. Especially if it's a female singer, I like to say, do you know who sings this song? It's all in the eyes. You keep the question simple and you just do a look, you can do the triangle move. That's when you go eye, mouth, other eye.
Wow, I guess she's giving a tutorial on how to mac down or get a man's attention. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all gonna have to learn somehow. But fellas, still, remember, if it ain't good for you, you ain't gotta pick it up.
That was a OG tip I learned on TikTok before I even started making these videos. During the day, the easiest way to approach someone is slide in with a compliment. Find something to compliment him on. If there's nothing to compliment, ask a question. What are you ordering? Is anyone sitting here? You're at the coffee shop. Do you know what time this place closes?
Super curious how you guys feel about a woman approaching a man. When I'm out, I definitely approach guys, whether it be at the gym, I'll ask them to help me move like a heavy bench, or compliment their
Oh no, something slightly off with this one. But let's continue.
outfit or their style. You don't have to like come out all desperate and stuff, like damn, nice dick. I just want to do a shout out to all girls. If it's okay for girls to hit on guys, right? A lot of girls always tell me if a guy likes you, he'll come over and talk to you. I just want to let them know that is not true. A lot of guys don't want to come off creepy or like bother you, and they're not sure if you're even interested because you won't even smile at them. Let daddy know that you're interested.
Okay, I have a question, and maybe this is a stupid question, but that hasn't stopped me in the past from asking my questions. My question here. You know, my brother was telling me about how in the gym, guys don't really approach girls, which, good. Don't approach me. Don't talk to me. Thank you. But so then I was like, if we're supposed to approach guys, how do you know when a guy wants to be approached by a girl? You know? Like, because girls, we'll give like the little ojitos, we'll give little signs. Like, you know, it'll be like we'll keep looking back. They're like, ah. But how do you know? Like, if you're a guy and you saw a pretty girl and you wanted her to talk to you because you don't want to talk to her, what do you do? Please let me know. That's what I'm curious about. Thank you.
I've never not approached a guy I've dated, like long-term relationship. I've never not approached or made the first move with a guy I've dated. I get a lot of questions like how to meet someone, where to meet someone. Me, I don't really like online dating. I just, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to, you know, sieve through a lot of people who are just there to make sure that they're still hot, as in like they're not available emotionally, they're married, they're doing A, B, C, D, F, G, as we know, right? So I really like to see a human being in their face and know that that person might be for me. So here is my thing, right? As a woman, natural selection, you're going to choose the man, but you're not going to initiate stuff after that. But you've got to make the choice, baby. You've got to make the choice. If you want to potentially have a life partner, why are you letting them choose you?
And women that come on to you cost the most. Free pussy cost the most. Women who approach you is always a catch.
So fellas, what do you think? Do you think women that step up to you usually have an ulterior motive? Are they trying to extract something out of you? At the end of the day, ain't they all? You just got to make the best decisions and see which one best fits your pockets, your lifestyle, your way of living. I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell when I drop something new so you can be one of the first to watch it. I'm going to holler at y'all. Be good.